Good morning, everybody. I don't get to say that very often for a concert, but we are so glad you're here. We know a lot of you are off work. My name is Brian Weiss, and I'm director of middle school bands here at Lindbergh, and we're going to get things started right off with our jazz band. I'll tell you a little more about them after we play our first piece. All right? So, Mr. Patton here, along with this with this whole system up here, his job has been working with improvisation with these students. So all of the students you heard play right there on the microphone were creating all their solos on their own, improvised, not written, and it's pretty impressive. And the hardest solo you're ever going to play is your first one. And for many of those students, they did it right there. How about a big hand for those soloists? So for all of our beginning band parents that are in the audience, I wanted to show you something about this. This band is made up of 7th and 8th graders, but I also wanted to show you, and band, if you can hear me right now, raise your hand if you are going into 7th grade right now. So 1 year from now, your kiddo's going to be up here. Another thing I wanted to show you, you notice we have saxophones in here, but we also have brass musicians that are playing on secondary instruments. I want you to see how many of these students, raise your hand if you are not playing on your primary instrument, you are playing on a secondary instrument right now. So really impressive work going on stage for all these kids here. So we're going to move right on. Our next piece is called Saxes with Attitude, and it's going to feature our saxophone section. All right, so if you're wondering how jazz works for these students next year in the school year, I'll just remind you real quick. I know we talked about it at the last concert, but the jazz program is a combined Sparing and Truman Jazz program. We rehearse at Sparing 6:45 in the morning. We have two bands. The big jazz band is all the saxophones, trumpets, and trombones. They do not need to audition for the big jazz band. We can take all of them. Rhythm section, because we've combined 3 schools worth of equipment for this camp, we can't do that on a normal year. So the rhythm section over here is auditioned, and those auditions happen in the first 5 weeks of school or so. So that's the big jazz band. The jazz ensemble is a select band where everybody is auditioned, and it's 1-2 apart across the band. And that, again, those auditions will take place of about the 4th or 5th week of school, somewhere in there. So information will be coming out once the school year starts. Truman folks will come to Sparing to rehearse at 6:45 in the morning, and then there'll be a shuttle bus that takes them over to Truman to start their school day. It works wonderfully. We've been doing it for years and never had a problem. So we hope a lot of these kiddos continue their experience in jazz with us throughout the school year too. It's a lot of fun. So thank you for being here for this portion of the concert. This is our last piece we're going to play here. This is El Tigre. As I say every year, there's probably not a jazz band this big anywhere in the world playing a concert at this point of the day right now. So congratulations for seeing that. All right, next up is our sixth grade band. All right, give us just a minute to get the stage reset here. All right, thank you for your patience. We're ready to move on with the next portion of our concert. This is our beginning band, and just 15 days ago, they were figuring out how to put cases on floors, how to open the case up correctly so the horn didn't come tumbling out, which end to blow in, all those wonderful things. So we're pretty impressed with how far they've come in such a short amount of time. The first piece we're going to play is Old MacDonald Had a Farm. But here's how we're going to do it. We're going to feature each section. So the flutes will go first, then the clarinets, then the trumpets, then the trombones, then percussion, and then the grand finale will all play the whole song together. So this is Old MacDonald Had a Band, and please welcome the conductor, which we've renamed the song for, Jeremy McMahon. This is now Old McMahon Had a Band. Come on out, Old McMahon. All right, so that song came out of their Essential Elements book. It's about 8 measures long. And the next piece we're going to play is actually a full band arrangement. And I'm looking over their shoulder. And this one is 38 measures long, and it has different parts throughout the different sections. So a little bit of a step up in the game here, all right? So then I'd like to introduce all of our conductors so you know who the teachers are with the kids. That was Jeremy McMahon. He's the flute instructor. The next instructor I'd like to introduce, when he steps in front of this band, he's all business. The kids know you got to be on your A game with him. This is Mr. Arana, and he is our percussion instructor. Come on out, Mr. Arana. We're ready for you. I don't know if I announced the song. This is Mickey Mouse March. Sorry. All right. While the kids are switching pieces, I want to introduce a really special group of people that we have had along with us this summer camp. Several years ago, we started a college intern program where we reach out to the universities and students come and they work this band camp with us, and we have a discussion panel each day, and it's for music education majors that are going to be doing this job one day. And I've asked them, for those that are available, to come out and step up. We have or students from Truman, UMKC, Missouri State, University of Illinois, and Mizzou. Thank you for all the help you've given with these kids here. Thank you, guys. All right, thank you. We had a total of 13. Some of them are spread out doing other jobs right now, I know. So we had a total of 13 people with us this year, which is the biggest intern group we've ever had. So it's a wonderful thing. The next, excuse me, the next thing I want to do is introduce the rest of the staff before we play this last song. Again, my name is Brian Weiss, and I'm the trombone instructor. Mr. Patton's right back here. Mr. Patton is our trumpet instructor. You've met Dan Arana. Adam Spurk, if you're back there, I don't know if Adam, he might be with the concert band right now. Adam Spurk is one of our clarinet instructors. Chelsea Silvermans is our other clarinet instructor. Kayla Rivera also works with the brass team. Mrs. Rivera. And then my brother, David Weiss, he's the director of high school bands. He also works with our beginning band too. Okay, and then one more person, Tim Linsenbart back here. Tim Linsenbart is our high school percussion instructor. I think we got everybody. I think. Did I miss anybody? I hope not. Yeah, I got Patton. All right, good. I think I got everybody. All right. Okay. Before we play our last piece, the learning curve for these kids is incredibly steep when they come to this summer program. It's not an easy thing to do, to pick up an instrument and learn how to read music and do all the things that we ask them to do. So, and I got to tell you too, when these kids have so many opportunities in front of them in the summers and different camps and different things to be involved with, we don't take for granted the fact that they chose to spend time with us here in our summer band program. So I just want to say thank you, parents, for getting them here. Thank you, students, for doing this. Next year is going to be a blast. You're going to love band. I hope it's your favorite class of the day. All right? So thank you guys for all your hard work, students. We really appreciate you. All right, our last piece we're going to play is Rockosaurus Rex. And I don't really know a good way to introduce this next director to conduct it except just to let her come out and conduct it. Please welcome Kayla Rivera. I know many of our beginning families are going to be needing to leave after this. I just wanted to say a real quick thank you and introduce Dr. Boger. Thank you for being here today with us from Sperring Middle School. And Ms. Bishop, thank you for being here from Truman Middle School. We appreciate you guys taking time out. All right, you're all more than welcome to stay for the finale of our concert, which is our concert band. They'll be on stage next. Thank you again for coming. Okay, I think we're ready to roll here. This is our concert band, and they're going to be starting off with Lord of the Rings, conducted by Alec Patton. All right, while we're switching songs here, I just wanted to remind you of a couple things coming up in the first semester. First of all, um, the first one that comes up is All Suburban Band auditions, which is basically the St. Louis All-Star Band. Chance for these kids to go try out. We prepare the music with them in class. We help them with it. We've already been working on the scales that are required for the audition. So there's several parts of the audition, and we work on all of it with them. It's just a matter of whether these students choose to go and audition. It's probably like the last Monday in October. I don't have the exact date yet, but the last Monday of October, they would show up to a school. We'll give you the location of the school, and they perform in front of a judge. The auditions are blind. The judge is turned around. They are just a number on a scorecard. At the end of the night, the judge turns the scorecards in, and the following day, they announce the band in chair order, first chair all the way down through the last chair of the section. So it's something that auditions are part of band. It's something we really want the kids to get involved with. It's not required, but it's something we highly recommend. And for students that do this at the young age, this is your ticket to the possible all-state band at high school. You have to make the all-suburban band in in high school to be eligible to try out for all-state band. At the middle school level, it stops here in St. Louis, but at the high school level, it does continue on, and that's when you hear of all-staters coming out of the program. They had to make it into the St. Louis all-suburban band first. So we really like these kids to get going on that as soon as they can, starting in 7th grade. So more information will be coming home about that, but we'll be looking forward to those auditions at the end of October. And also, along with the all-suburban auditions, private lessons are a great thing. If any of your kiddos are interested in private lessons, have them reach out to their director, and we can provide them with a name. The All-State Band, they did surveys with the All-State Band, and it keeps coming back that around 90% of the All-State Band study privately, which shows you how hard it is to make it as one of the top players in the state without the help of a professional private instructor. So let us reach out if you are interested in that, and we can try to get you some numbers for whichever instrument your child plays, and it would be a great thing for them. All right? The next piece we're going to play is Pirates of the Caribbean, and please welcome Dan Arena out to conduct. All right, you may or may not know that at the high school level, there is an A-plus program offered that basically when students accumulate enough hours of tutoring, it will pay for 2 years of community college. And we have several A-plusers, and I don't know where they're at and what they're doing, if they're in the room, if they're not. But if you are around an A-plus, if you're an A-plus student, could you wave or stand or be recognized for all the help you've given these people? They have been an integral part of this. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. There they are up there. All right. Hey, guys. They help lead sectionals and work with small groups with this band, so we couldn't do it without them. We're really appreciative. And I'm taking you all the pizza after this. You know that, right? Okay. All right. Just making sure you know. All right. Our last piece we're going to play here. Before we play, again, thank you for our principals for being here. I just said it last part of the concert. Dr. Boger and Ms. Bishop, thank you for being here again today. Yes, thank you. And I'm not going to name everybody on staff again, but one more time, this staff that we work with here at Lindbergh is unbelievable, just incredible, and they're hands-on for all this stuff, and it's all hands on deck, actually, is what I meant to say. So we couldn't do this without the team that we have here at Lindbergh, and I'm so happy to be part of that team and to be working with these people. So one more round of applause for all of our staff members here. And thank you, students and parents, for choosing this camp to be part of your summer plans. I know you've got so much going on. We really appreciate you being here. And students, thanks for showing up with a great attitude every day and working. I know there's probably some mornings you'd like to sleep in a little bit, but you didn't, and you came. And that's a big thing, okay? It's a big thing to do that. So we really appreciate you being here and your hard work and your great attitude, and enjoy the rest of your summer, okay? We'll see you when school starts. All right, our last piece that we're going to play, we hope you enjoy your 4th of July holiday. Here is one for that. This is American Collage. Thank you again for coming to our concert today. All right. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Going to miss you the rest of the summer, but we'll see you back at the beginning. Parents, thanks for taking off work for this, and thanks for being here today. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Have a great day.